well, not so much HIV. People are more aware of that, but yes. Yeah.
Okay, and so why is this? Is this because of the lack of use of condoms? That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Absolutely. People forget to use condoms. They don't know their partner. They don't know the history. They're not sure of who they are, and you have intercourse and you get an infection.
I don't think people don't. I just don't think men like to use them, and women too. I don't think women like them. I don't think men like them. They are almost like an evil necessity. That's what I think.
But they're very effective.
They are very effective.
Very effective.
But I don't know. I just think a lot of people feel that what's the point of even having sex if you wear a condom? You know what I'm saying? Does anybody here agree with me?
Yes, a lot of people. There are a lot of people that feel that way.
Yeah.
But if you're not familiar with your partner enough to know that they don't carry anything.
Right. Well, and that's...
You don't want to use yourself as a petri dish to find out if they actually have an infection or not.
And I think it's important before you sleep with someone that you figure that out. And that would give you a little time to get to know them better as well.
Or until you do that, you use a condom.
Yeah. Right. Well, as you know, I have herpes. I talked about it at the opening of the show, being fully transparent here. I got it years ago from a man that I was with for several years. He was asymptomatic and didn't know it. And that happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yes, that's true for chlamydia. It's true for gonorrhea. Syphilis is an asymptomatic disease.
Okay. So I just got a question here thrown at me. What about the antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea?
Oh, that's getting more and more antibiotic resistant, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Because I've seen the billboards in Dallas, and it's like this crazy, scary billboard about antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea, and I just think, why is it happening? Why?
Well, the overusage of antibiotics, number one.
Right.
I think.
But what do you do?
The bacteria are very adapted getting and surviving in their environment, and whether it be antibiotic or not.
So how are they treating it?
You have stronger antibiotics for longer durations. About all you can do.
Wow. Really? There's nothing else? Well, okay, so let's talk about this. I know that you talk about preventative medicine now. Mm-hmm. Number one preventative medicine is diet, nutrition. You're very much into that, more so now than any other time in your life, right?
Not getting the antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea.
Well, no, I know, but
or,
okay, so
things like that. That's preventive.
Okay, so I'll go back to my. I'm very much into natural, alternative health medicine, proper diet, exercise, taking care of yourself, really keeping your immune system really strong. I haven't taken Zovirax in years and years and years. I haven't had an outbreak in years and years and years, like over 20 years. The initial outbreak was the worst one, and then really. Pretty much nothing happened after that. And I think you don't have to take pills like Zovirax, which have incredible side effects. So let me ask you this. If STDs are known to be a cause of autoimmune disorders, that's what I read, can the reverse be true for prevention? In other words, could a strong autoimmune system be used as an effective tool for prevention of STDs?
I think what you're asking is, can you strengthen your immune system, protect you from STDs?
Yeah.
To a point where you can protect yourself from acquiring herpes or gonorrhea or HPV.
Well, gonorrhea is a little. That's Yeah.
I think it depends on what you're talking about. Some people can be exposed to HPV and never really get the infection. They'll carry it for a long time and not have any cellular change. Mm-hmm. Is there a natural immunity to some things? I think a lot has to do with the way you manage your health. For instance, your microbiome is becoming more and more important in prevention of disease. Your gastrointestinal bacteria, the vaginal bacteria, the bacteria surrounding your body is very, very important. And we've used bacteria to do various things in the food industry for a long time. Mm-hmm. Finally, someone's come out with something called an ultraflora, which is a bacterium that's been genetically designed to be active against or to populate your body and prevent disease. It populates your body and gives you a beneficial bacterium. Mm-hmm. So hopefully more things like that will come along that are actually biologicals that will prevent disease.
Well, and there's so many of them. I'm looking at this list: chlamydia, like you said, gonorrhea, genital herpes, syphilis, HPV, want to help me out here? trichomoniasis.
Trichomonasis.
There you go. HIV/AIDS, of course, is a big one. But, a lot of people say that the best way, of course, to avoid contracting an STD is to always use a latex condom during sex, or better still, if, like we talked about, get to know your partner and whether or not they have an STD, and abstain altogether until they are treated and are free of the parasite, if you will. But you can't free yourself of the virus. The virus always lives in your body, correct?
That's correct.
Lies dormant in your spine unless your immune system gets weakened, and then it comes out, and then you could possibly infect another person.
The herpes virus.
Right, the herpes virus. And what about gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea is a bacterium, and it can become systemic. But it usually inoculates and is a cervicitis and stays in the lower genital tract and then moves up into upper genital tract and can become systemic. It can affect your joints and become quite a problem. Systemic gonorrhea is a difficult thing to have.
Was there anything natural that you can do, like to prevent it? Like you said, the gut microbiome, keeping your gut microbiome strong. Other
as far
things?
as avoiding, no, if you're, it depends. Some people manage to stay away from, I don't know how they do it. I can't imagine. But I just see people who get it and need to be treated. And so, there may be lucky people that will never get it.
Well, there's a lot of things that are antimicrobial naturally. I'm just saying, let's just say you had sex with someone who was questionable, maybe even taking a bath with a strong concentration of Epsom salt water with baking soda and these things that are natural antimicrobials. Wouldn't that...
Skin surface, I suppose, but the... Within hours, the bacterium will go up into the cervical canal or the urethra in the male, and there's no bath, and Epsom salt's going to take care of that.
Wow. Is there visible evidence that someone has an STD like gonorrhea that would be noticeable before sex?
If there's a discharge, yeah, but most of the time not.
Really? It's just carried in the skin. I was reading something. What was it? I was reading something so interesting. It was about, I believe it was the human papillomavirus.
Yes. That
you can actually carry it, you guys, on your fingertips, and you can transmit it through your hands.
Well, the virus is going to live in a cell. If you have a cell that's got the virus within it. It's in the DNA of the virus, and that cell survives. You can transmit it. It's called a fomite. It's fomite transfer. Yeah, HPV can be transmitted via fomite.
Isn't that crazy? I was reading it last night, and I don't remember where I put it, but I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense how something like that could be transmitted through your hands.
Yeah, your hands will have cells on them, that are not, you can wipe a surface. And if the cell is still alive and carrying the HPV virus, you can transmit it from one place to the other.
Well, what about, so Zovirax. We were talking about Zovirax. That's to treat herpes simplex, herpes 2, or herpes 1, right? You can use it for both. Okay, so, for example, it's often prescribed to treat, like we said, herpes, but it's got severe side effects like hallucination, seizures, and loss of consciousness, and effects that sound more threatening than the disease itself. Would you agree?
A lot of people use Zovirax to prevent recurrent herpes. It's very uncomfortable, and I've never seen it.
I've lived it.
You might. It's unfortunate for you. I'm glad you don't have any outbreaks. This is miserable.
I haven't in years and years and years.
That's good. I usually will offer them Zovirax, but I've not had any of those side effects. I know anything can happen. Certainly, you don't want to re-expose someone that's had those side effects.
Well, right. Okay, so for me, for example, it lies dormant in my spine, and believe me, when you're sick, you can tell. You know if it's even coming. You can feel it. And then you would, of course, abstain from sex. But if you're not having an outbreak, you're perfectly safe,
yes.
And you can't give it to somebody else. So I just think there's a lot of misconceptions out there about especially the herpes virus and STDs in general.
I've had people married for decades with herpes not transmitted to each other.
Right.
Natural immunity is impressive. I was married to a woman for 25 years who had cold sores, herpes, labial herpes. Never got it.
Never got it.
Never.
Yeah. It's interesting, the human body. I appreciate you coming in. I know you've got to run. You've got You've got someone to save, a baby to deliver, maybe. But always great having you in studio,
Yes,
Dr.
thank you, Bernadette.
Yes, Dr. Samuel Tuleman, always a pleasure. You can find him. Let me get where's your website? Where did I do with it? I've got my thing here. Your website is dfwhormones.com. That's a funny name for an obstetrician.
Designs for Wellness. DFW.
Oh, DFW. Oh, design. Oh, I like that. Designs for Wellness, dfwhormones.com. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Stay tuned, everyone. We've got more coming up with Daniel Tagg and Elizabeth Albert.
Did you know, when depressed, sheep hang their heads and avoid company? But if content, they socialize and wag their tails like puppies. Rams lean against stone walls so that other sheep can stand on their backs to reach high grasses. Sheep recognize each other by facial features, and when shown photographs, they can remember at least 50 other sheep and 10 human beings, even if they haven't seen them for 2 years. At Poplar Springs Sanctuary, you'll meet rescued sheep, like Fanny, who was found tied to a mailbox, and Adam, who escaped ritual sacrifice. Visitors' faces echo Anatole France's words, "Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened." This is Ingrid Newkirk with Peter, reminding us that it's easy to be kind, perhaps by choosing faux fleece.
Wellbeing Journal is a remarkable bi-monthly health publication esteemed by intelligent readers worldwide. It's available in print or digital, single issues or subscription. Its focus is on living a happy, healthy life and preventing or healing illnesses naturally. Preventing or healing cancer, arthritis, cardiovascular conditions, and digestive issues, as well as nutritional solutions for optimal health, are regular subjects. Learn more at wellbeingjournal.com.
Hi, this is Vaughn Eaglin. As a licensed professional counselor and supervisor, I spend my career helping people cope with emotional problems. But today, I want to talk to you about nutrition. People ask me all the time for nutrition and weight loss advice, and I always find myself recommending a raw vegan protein, a food supplement called Warrior Blend by Sun Warrior. I wasn't always active and fit. In fact, I was very overweight as a child, and as a counselor, I must emphasize the importance of the mind-body connection. A clean body helps with a clean mind. Start today with Sun Warrior Blend Raw Vegan Protein. For more information, go to sunwarrior.com and start living clean today.
Hi, everyone. It's Bernadette. Everyone knows that I'm a strong believer in the numerous health benefits of cannabinoids and CBD oils. As with any supplement, I always do my research and my homework to find the highest quality product on the market. That's why I'm so happy to announce our partnership with the H Hemp Company, founded by a group of the most experienced and respected names in the CBD community. H Hemp offers a line of innovative products that are all natural and tested for quality. Choose from flavorful oils, restorative body balm, and minty breath spray, all at affordable prices. And for every H Hemp product sold, the company makes a donation towards the fight against opioid and anti-anxiety drug addiction, an epidemic affecting millions of families across the nation today. H Hemp products produce a sense of calm, fight post-workout inflammation, and the company gives back to our community. What more could we ask for? Search online for H Hemp Company and use the code OLR for 20% off your first order. That's OLR for 20% off your first order.
Hi, I'm Bob Barker. This is my friend Benny. Before you buy cosmetics, personal care, or household products, you be sure they have not been tested on animals. Everything from floor cleaner to shampoo is poured into animals' eyes and down their throats. They suffer intensely. Some even go blind. The price is never right for products tested on animals. Visit PETA.org for a list of cruelty-free companies.
Did you know there are over 3,000 kinds of snakes? And most, being shy, pose no threat to humans, but they are still feared and killed even for frivolous fashion. In his poem Snake, D.H. Lawrence marvels at a snake drinking from a water trough. He succumbs to irrational fear and impulsively throws a log at the very animal he admired moments before. He writes, "And immediately I regretted it. I thought how paltry, how vulgar, what a mean act. I despised myself and the voices of my accursed human education, and I wished he would come back